YouTube! Time for a video again. Well, I'm sat here in front of my Doveye. This is Wolfie. This is Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie's tank. But today, I'm not going to do a video on these. I'm going to do a video on my favourite tank this week. When you got multiple tanks, one time you favour, if you're like me, one time you favour one tank over another. And yeah, that changes from week to week. But this week, I'm just falling in love with one of my aquariums. I've just been sat there ages and ages and ages just watching the fish in the tank. But it changes, as I say, it changes. You have a favourite tank, you probably buy a new fish or do a rescape. And then that you think, well, this is my favourite aquarium this week. I really love this aquarium. So I'll show you my favourite aquarium this week. Next week it'll probably be a different one. Anyway, before we move on, should we give these some food? Hang on a minute while I get it. Right, I've got some pieces of fish. I'll just drop them in. There we go. There, the male and the female both got a piece. So what we're saying, yeah, my favourite tank. It changes from week to week. I mean, this has been my favourite tank loads of times. And then people what follow my channel have seen me red Doveyes, what I've got growing on. I mean, that's been my favourite tank, and it's going to be my favourite tank again. But this week I've been really loving me Chancho and me convicts. Would you believe it? Convicts! I just fall in love with them. Anyway, I'll give them one more bit of food and we're going to have a look at my convicts. I put a big handful in this time. Oh, it's got the whole blinking lot. He got the whole lot. I put a handful of prawns and that in there then. Anyway, well, I've got to put some more in because I want the female to get some. Well, here we are at my convict tank. So, like, going back to basics. When I first started keeping these Central American cichlids, like convicts, are one of the first fish people encounter. I kept these when I was a young lad years ago, and I enjoyed it, and then moved on to pastures new. But now I'm falling in love with these again. Look at them. I can sit and watch. I can sit and watch these for ages, for hours. And what makes it good? They share the tank with a monster Chancho. Now look at him, look. He's an absolute monster. But these little convicts are cunning, and they survive. They live in these rocks and caves and pieces of wood. And I'm finding it very interesting just to sit and watch. But if you're not a Central American cichlid keeper, you probably think this is a boring tank. But to me, I'm a hardened Central American cichlid keeper. They're my favourite type of fish. I just love watching these. Well, let's put some food in, and we'll see how they get on. Yeah, I'm really loving them. Right, what I'll do first is feed this monster. I'm going to put loads and loads of floaters in, loads of them, just so he's attracted to all that. Get him down here, you big fat pig. This is a Amphilophus Chancho, like a Midas type species for them people what don't know. Looks like a gigantic convict with no stripes on. But he makes a mess when he's feeding, and all the little bits go down there, and the convicts eat him. Anyway, I'm going to put some sinking food in. We'll watch these little guys scurry out and collect it all. Now, I'll put loads of sinking food in. Well, the blinking Chancho's eating it. But look at these little convicts. They just shoot out there. They're survivors. Look at them. I did video this tank last week actually, and someone commented they're all females, but that's not the case. I know I put 8 in here, and I've already seen like 2 pairs building. There's a pair what started to breed under there, and there's another pair what breeds like started to breed over there. Anyway, like I said, this is my favourite tank to sit and watch at the moment. For this week, and maybe next week. I mean, like other fish keepers must feel the same. If you change your scape, or get a new fish, or whatever you do, you must think, like, this is my favourite tank this week. I just love watching it. Look at the size difference. Now there's a little convict, and there's a chancho. I think if he got really aggressive and that, I reckon if he wanted to, I reckon he could munch them up, like. But he's not bothered. But this is the way convicts would live in their natural environment, I would imagine. You're probably bottom of the pecking order, but they're so cunning and successful in breeding and growing and that. That's a nice one. Anyway, don't I waffle on. I'm waffling on too much. So I'm going to have to wrap this video up, because who wants to look at a tank of convicts? I know what I do at the moment, because I'm in love with the convicts. I mean, if you're a new person and you want to get into Central American cichlids, get yourself a breeding pair of convicts. We don't need to like pair them off even. Just put some convicts in put some convicts. All you need to do is add water, convicts and water, and they're going to breed. Anyway, shut up, Woods. You're waffling on. Right, I'm going to wrap this video up now. I'll just show you these Haitiensis. No doubt this will be my favourite tank again one day. So, like, they're actually doing quite well, really. This is Stan and Hilda. I don't know, people that follow my channel. I've got a lot of subscribers, but some people have probably never seen these before. I've grown the Haitiensis on up to 17 inches before, but this guy, what is he now? It's probably about, I don't know, about seven inches or so. And the females there, there's actually some fry in here. Can you see those? They're so tiny. They've had 2 lots of fry. Very small quantity. Like, if anybody watched my last video with the Jaguars, I probably had a couple of thousand. These are probably lucky if they had about 50 or 60. But I've bred black nasties before, and I've had them with bigger batches of fry than this. Anyway, what was going on about this for? Yeah, this is Stan and Hilda. These are homebred Haitiensis. And this is I think it's a 220-gallon tank. So they've got plenty of room to grow. That's Hilda. And there's old Stan boy. Alright, Stan, mate. You need to lay more spawn next time, Hilda. Anyway, I'm waffling on again. So what I'm supposed to be wrapping this video up with now. So what I've got to say is thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for watching. Until next time, ta-ra.